Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
And we're back here on Kick 106.7 from the Mackey Motors post-game show. Of course, joining us here is head coach Katie Kock of the Carroll Tigers. Coach, I think you mentioned it. Felt like you were playing here tonight. Just an absolute barn burner of a game. Talk to me just about what you saw from Harlan here tonight. Of course, they come into tonight with a 4-2 record in their respective conference. Really great overall record as well. What did you see from Harlan, and was there any surprises from them tonight?
We came in thinking they would play a zone. Weren't really sure if they'd put some pressure on us in the full court or not. But honestly, I was really proud of Camryn Schable tonight. I think she hit 5 threes, had 19 points, and when teams are trying to play zone on you, that is huge.
She was an absolute unit in that first quarter. And I think the thing that your team did really well tonight is you guys really identified shooters and scorers really well. Of course, Camryn was just red hot from the three. Josie Ayala got inside the paint really well. So what was kind of the game plan against Harlan? Like you talked about, maybe there was a little bit different of a game plan on defense, but they were able to rebound really well throughout the season up until this point. They had some scorers as well. So what was sort of the game plan going up against them?
Well, we wanted to focus on their number 11. She's their I think she's their second leading scorer, but
right.
She's probably because she's always getting double teamed, and she's a great player. She's going to Simpson. So our focus was on her. We were going to double her, but we also knew their point guard, 23, could hit the three and was capable of popping off as well. So those were our two main focuses.
Of course, in that second quarter, that second half, I should say, Harlan started to kind of come back a little bit. You guys still have the lead going into halftime. What was sort of the conversation you had with your girls at that point?
We just kept it really simple. They know the drill. We've got some good leadership there with Addie Clucky, Josie, and Hannah, some seniors that know what's going on. Stops and scores. They'd hit a three, and we'd come down and we'd hit a three, and we were just a little bit more relaxed on offense tonight, and I think it paid off.
And obviously tonight, you guys were down Shea Sennard tonight, but I think Addison Clucky was a great kind of replacement for her here tonight. I have her down for about 10 rebounds unofficially tonight, so she was more underneath the basket doing a great job. So talk to me about that rebound game, because it looked like Josie and Addison were able to find rebounds and really fight for them well tonight.
Absolutely. Addie's very strong. She did a good job on their number 11 all night, keeping her off the boards. And Josie's just a beast. I mean, she's so quick, and she can jump so quick and so high. She's hard to. I wish I had the stats in front of me, but I'm sure she had a dozen rebounds at least.
Absolutely. Talk about that second half. Of course, not kind of the way it got down to the wire late in the game. Harlan grabbed her first lead in that third quarter, 32-31. Grabbed it again later on in that second half. Were they doing anything differently from that first half? What was kind of going on there?
Not a lot, just fighting. I mean, I think their number 11, their girl was in some foul trouble in the first half. She saw more court time in the second half, and that obviously made a big difference.
Absolutely. And of course, the biggest play I think of the entire game, Hannah Jorgensen draining those 2 free throws. What was sort of the game plan at that point? 10 seconds, Harlan had a chance to kind of come down court, shoot something. What was kind of the plan of attack there?
Well, first, make the free throws.
Yeah, yep.
And, we wanted to put some full court pressure on just so they could, just to slow them down. And honestly, they had a chance there at the end. And Hannah had a good help side rotation, stole the ball, and we got the finish. Absolutely
right. Now, of course, we can breathe a little bit here tonight. Last game of the week. Yeah, exactly. Last game of the week for you guys. You go up on Tuesday. Got Winterset at home. Jeff will have that broadcast, of course, next week. But what's sort of the game plan against Winterset? The team you know pretty well. What's sort of the game plan there?
Well, we'll dig in here Saturday and Monday and see. They have a really great player in Jenna Young. She averages about 19 points a game, and she's their point guard, so we'll focus on her. Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on this win. We can all take a deep sigh of relief now. Congratulations, and of course, Jeff will see you Tuesday at the game. All right, thanks. Camryn Schable joining us here on a Mackey Motors post-game show. Camryn, Coach had kind of mentioned that she felt like she was playing in this game. That's how crazy this game was, but I tell you what, you get the win against a great Harlan team. What does this win mean for your girls here this season?
I mean, as Coach says, it's always good to beat Harlan. I mean, it just feels good. We had a loss on Tuesday, and coming in ending the week with a win always feels nice, and this was a good game to win.
You start off the game with 20 points in that first quarter, and of course, you were just on fire. What were you seeing in that first quarter?
I saw, personally, for me, I saw the threes and stuff, but like looking in at my teammates, like we were looking in and out, we were just moving the ball around, and that's what helped us get those 20 points in the first half.
I was going to say, really great passing against that Harlan defense. It looked like they were giving you some troubles inside the lane. Of course, Josie was able to get inside and into the lane and score some buckets, but what were you seeing from that Harlan defense in that first half?
They have quick hands, so you've really got to watch your bounce passes, and you got to be smart about them, think about if it's a good pass or versus a great pass.
Right.
So we really just had to think and stuff, and when we could get it into our post, we needed to get it in.
Harlan started to claw back a little bit in that second half, had 10 points to your 8 in that second quarter. But what was sort of the things you were talking about at halftime? What did you know you had to do or continue to do in that second half?
We talked about how this is their home court and they're going to come back with a lot of fire, and how we needed to come back with even more, and just keep doing what we're doing, but doing it better.
Obviously, in that second half, it was back and forth throughout the entire thing. You guys were up by 8 at one point in that first half. Harlan claws on back, gets their first lead at 32-31. What was sort of the thoughts going through your mind at that point to kind of get back in the game?
That we weren't going to lose, and that we were going to be aggressive, attack all boards, make good passes, take good shots, get good looks, and play great D.
Obviously, the biggest part of the game was Hannah Jorgensen draining those 2 free throws.
Yes.
10 seconds, Harlan had a chance to come on down. They got to that side of the court. What was sort of the planned attack there, and how do you feel you executed it with 10 seconds left?
So their number 11, she's a great post down low, and we knew that if they got her the ball, it was probably going to go in. And our idea was to double the post, keep it out of her hands, and just don't let them get any inside shots.
Absolutely, and of course you did that well. You win again tonight, 49-46. You can breathe just a little bit. You got the weekend off. You get Tuesday. You get Winterset, a team that you know very well. They got a girl who can score or who averages 19 a game. What's sort of the thought process on that game?
Just take it play by play. Come in with our heads high and be like, hey, we're right in this, and just play. Do what we do best. Just play.
Absolutely right. Well, Camryn, congratulations on the win tonight. Jeff will take care of you on Tuesday, so we'll see you then and talk to you then.
Alrighty, thank you.